Good evening, guys, and welcome to the Ravens Rook. My name is Phil. For those of you that don't know, yes, you don't have to check your calendars. It is Tuesday. I know we normally live stream on a Monday. However, I really wanted to crack on with the Skaven and at least get the rest of these built up tonight, and then I could get primed this week and hopefully crack on and start painting them next week, with them being for the Pickles On Parade. That I think we got till the end of August, but there's a lot to do and scenery and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll enjoy the journey we have with these. I did say last night I'd try and go for 7:30 start. Just with getting back from work, trying to get me tea and get the stream set up and stuff like that. That's why there were a little bit of difficulty with the music. It started playing, but then as soon as I plugged the headphones in, absolutely nothing. So there'll be no music tonight, so it's just down to myself talking to you guys and you guys in the chat. So, you know, the interaction is more than what I look for than having music in the background anyway. But yeah, so we will get cracking, and hopefully you've all had a good day. Sorry, I should have said earlier. But yeah, we'll flip over to the other cam and we shall get started. So here's our little instructions, and we've got I could take these headphones off because obviously there's no music, so there's pointless me having sitting there with headphones on. So I'll just pop these to one side 1 second, and knocking everything over already. That's a good start. So from last night and the one we had in the thumbnail, so we got our Bombardier done first last night, so he's all done and ready. These will be coming off the bases, so I'm only going to tack these clam rats on because I've got an idea coming up for the base which will be in a future stream. I'll give that a trial either this weekend or the week after. I've got a good like sewer type base idea for these, so we'll see how that goes, and a few things to get for those. So we've got our Bombardier, and we've got first Ogre, which is the shooter one. So we got him all done up. I took the horns off when I looked back at it this morning just before I went to work. We put the spikes on the back, they just didn't work. Or looking back at it this morning, it didn't look right, so we took those off and then just smoothed it back out and put it back into fur. And the one I'm best pleased with, and we've got a second rat ogre with his little Roland on the top. Just telling him which way for it go while he's holding onto a little skull. So really happy with that. That's my favourite one so far, definitely, how that one's turned out. Good evening, Ash. Nice to see you popping back in the chat. I hope you're well, pal. Saw you briefly at work today. But yeah, I hope you're having a nice chilled evening, pal. So that's where we got up to last night, and now we've got a little horde to make up. So first things first, just to get these out of the way, we'll get I think the pack masters done first. So we'll definitely get them done first. Just 1 second. Just trying some different settings. So there we go. So hopefully that's sounds a bit better though. Right, so first things first, we'll get these pack masters done up. So we finish all that side, and then got the painting guide on the back. So 3 pack masters. So we've got 3 bodies here. It's the only ones with the separate heads. So we've got a choice of heads with these guys as well. So definitely feels a bit weird doing a stream on a Tuesday rather than my usual Monday spot. But I really wanted to crack on with these guys. So I mean, I could have just done like a normal hobby hangout or anything like that, but I thought I wanted to, you know, gauge Tuesday as well and see if any of you guys was lurking about, or you know, if you wanted to get involved in the chat, and hopefully you're getting some hobbying done as well. So there's a bit of a nasty, really nasty actually, this one. There weren't that many on the rat ogres yesterday. The bombardier, there was like 1 or 2 little mold lines, if that, but obviously that's a newer model. Nope, not yet, I'm cooking. I come in and literally got my tea straight on because I knew I wanted to get on here, and I'd said to you guys last night that obviously I wanted to come on, so I didn't want to disappoint you guys as well. I just quickly chucked my tea in as soon as I got through the door. No idea why my music's playing up today. I set the stream up exactly the same as I always do. Obviously I was doing it in a rush. Literally chucked my tea down my neck and then come upstairs and sorted all this out. Well, I didn't have to sort anything on the desk because obviously everything was literally as it was when we finished last night. See how far we can get tonight. The plan, obviously I started a little bit later, so I want to try, I mean ideally an hour and a half, and we'll see where we're at. I mean, if we're close to finish them, finishing building them I should say, then I'll probably stay on till the end, but I'm aiming for roughly about a 9:30 finish, you know, just so I can just chill out and wind down a bit for an hour before bed. We're just having a busy day at work. First day back in after 2 weeks off. So that's the 3 bodies done. And I should just quickly, just while I've got just you in, Ash, I'm just going to quickly shut that down. And we should try the music again. There should be no reason why that doesn't work. For some reason it's not picking up on the desktop at all. And it should do. However, it's not, so now we'll just leave it. It's not happening. So the music's not happening tonight. Just get me coffee. Right. So you get 3 pack masters. However, there's only 4 heads. So I really like all of them, really. But obviously we can only use 3 of them. Thinking these 3. We'll just go straight down this side and use these ones. 1, 2, 3. There we go. The other one will go in the bit box. I'll just move these to one side because I think it's pretty much all on that sprue anyway. So have you managed to get any more models lately, Ash, or is there any that you're looking at getting? I know you do your Blood Angels, don't you? Is there any more Space Marines you've got, or are you looking more into some Age of Sigma, like these guys with the Skaven? Or are you just sticking with what you've got till the new magazine drops? I've got my latest issue of Mortal Realms this morning on my way to work. Nothing spectacular in it this week. Did I bring it up with me? I believe I didn't. No, I've left it on fridge downstairs. All it was this week was some Strickland mud. I mean, I've got 2 pots, but obviously can never have too much base and stuff. It'll come in really handy for my sewer diorama that I'm doing for these guys. And some brush on varnish, which I have never used. I am looking at getting some varnish, but I'd rather have a spray on one just so I've got that little bit more of a control. Especially with varnish, when you're varnishing a model. I've never varnished one before, but from speaking to a few guys that have, they're saying basically it's just like undercoating, so you're just dusting over it. Oh, excuse me. So I'd rather do it with a spray than with a brush, just so it's less chance of leaving any marks as well. See, my glue's working tonight. Oh, it is. Right, let's get our first head on. Very nice. I'm just going to put a tiny little dot on these and then put them to a base, just so I can easily snap them off. And I mean, it don't matter if I make a little bit of a mess with the bases, because obviously when it comes to how I've got the idea of basing them, the whole base is going to be covered anyway, so any damage that I do to these now, it won't be unsavourable, salvageable, that's it. Get there eventually. Go. So that's that guy sorted. Onto the bases, that is. So head number 2. And this little dude. And it's completely random. I think all the bodies are the same. I should have checked really. See, that one, it's all cloth, so I don't want that one on it. I want this one, because he's got the cloth on his head. That's better. It's a good job I checked that then. That's head number 2 done. Decides to stay on his base. There we go. That's head number 3. So, right. So there's 3 whips and 3 people, so obviously 1 for each. So that's at least 1 that we've got sorted anyway. That's that one freed. Whip number 2. And whip number 3. No, not yet. I may pop in at the weekend, have a look for my next ones. If you want, pal, I'll speak to you tomorrow at work. I am going in on Saturday. I'll be heading in about 9:15. Obviously the store doesn't open till 10, but the New Age of Sigma is going on pre-order, and I'm pre-ordering mine directly at the store after speaking to the manager. So I'm going to pop down on Saturday, so if you want to lift down or if you're thinking of going, I'll speak to you tomorrow and we can sort something out. But I am 100% going on Saturday. That's more the old style Warhammer than the 40k Space Marines, so I don't know if that's your thing or not. But we'll have a chat properly tomorrow in depth at work when I see you. These little bits up. Those arms aren't too bad. Right, so I think a cloaked guy is going to have the two-tailed whip. These two, it don't really matter which has which. This one's got weird head. I'm going to give him the one with the little Skaven symbol on the top. Sorry, I needed my coffee. Pat Master number 3. So I wanted to try and have it down a little bit, but that's not going to work. Just where his head is. There we go. Right, so next up we have 2 have daggers and 1 has a like a cattle prod, which is this big thing here. The giant rats, I'm going to leave these on the sprue just till I've got the bases done for them, because literally they'll trim them off and then it's literally everything's on the feet, so I can paint them up partly on sprue and then just transfer them straight to the retrospective bases, just so it's that little bit easier for myself. You know, we need to make it easy where we can, don't we? Then the one that has the cattle prod, you can have either a whip or a knife. I'll give him a knife. Oh, dagger. Right, let's get these quickly cleaned. So let's have a look at which one's going to be best. So I'm going to either that guy. I don't think it's even going to go on in, just because of the angle of his leg. We might have a winner there. Yeah, definitely the other one. Good evening, Mr. Smith. Nice of you to pop in. I hope you've had a nice day, pal. Did you decide on a scheme yet, Phil? Were you saying you want to do black fur? I'm thinking a black fur, but obviously black is my, what would you say, safety net, go-to colour, obviously with my Raven Guard and bits like that. So I don't know whether to do a black or like a really dark brown up to like a Kislev flesh colour for the skin on them. But the robes wise, I missed a nasty one there. I'm thinking just obviously like your normal metal, and then between red, cream and possibly like a really dark green for like some of the hoods and that, but definitely like it might just be like red and black, but that guy has the dagger on his back as well. Oh, while I've got you in the chat as well, Mr. Smith, top marks on them Death Guard that you did last night. I know you was doing them whilst we was on stream, and the pictures you put up on the Discord, they look really, really good. I don't know how you managed to paint that cotton bud, but that was really realistic as well. Come on, glue. There we go. Yeah, so the colour wise is still umming and ahhing. I've definitely settled on a sewer as my scenery, so the bases are going to be done up as sewer. I've seen a couple of different ideas where you can buy tiny little bricks and build them up, or you can do it with clay. And then I'm going to do a really cool little trick with them as well. So I'm not gonna give everything away just yet. But hopefully, fingers crossed, if it comes off, it's really, really cool and it looks really good. So I mean, we've got plenty of time. So you know, I want to get a good job with these, like I do with all my models that I try and paint them to the best of my ability. But then obviously we're doing something a bit different. I want to also push my boundaries that little bit. Just so, you know, you're not sat doing the same type of models all the time. You get complacent and you never push yourself or learn new methods of painting, or you know, scenery and building and kit bashing and stuff. There's always something new to learn. Good evening, Pirate Queen Pickle. Sorry, we've got no music tonight, so there's no sea shanties tonight. I think we brought the music out with all the pirate tunes we had on last night. It's like deja vu. It is a little bit like deja vu, unfortunately. But I hope you've had a good day. And happy birthday to Loki, the true star of the pickle jar. It's her birthday today. No, he's definitely going to have. I'm sure one of them was down. Oh yeah, it is. It's that one. Stabby, stabby. Yeah, that's better. He's running in going stabby, stabby, stabby. That's another one done. Nice little chains on his back. Get Richard Smith to sing us a song. Well, you won't be able to hear it though, Wendy. Cheers, dude, just talented, man. Yeah, it was so realistic, that cotton bud. I mean, I don't know how you did it. I'm just wondering now if you're going to start a little phase off, you know, when people are putting pictures of the models up, are there going to be little cotton buds on them all? You know, you don't want your talent being copied and stolen. I think we're going to give that guy the whip. Just a little extra small whip, so he's going to have a second one. Just to use it up. Saying is that to ensure there's no glitch in the matrix, create a unique event that's never occurred before. Yeah, crack on, Mr. Smith. I'm not too sure on that now. No, we'll leave that off. I don't want to put too much. That can go in the bit box. So there's our three little Pack Masters done. There's the first one. All done up. I'll get some better pictures up, same as last night. They're pretty cool, these ones. For all the models, they still do have a lot of detail on them. I am quite impressed. So there's our three little Pack Rats, or Pack Masters, sorry, I should say. Better get the terminology right. So the giant rats, we're going to leave them on the sprue to one side. And now, I mean, these should go a lot quicker because obviously all the bodies are all in one, so the heads, and then it's literally just one arm to glue on, and then the shield goes on the other arm. The shields we're going to leave off purely for painting purposes, just so I can get them and paint them a bit better at a later date. So we shall get started. I was holding that side for about 10 minutes, kept coming away, it took me ages to find something to prop it up. So it's literally something as simple as that, just does the trick sometimes, doesn't it? But, top notch. I mean, the paint job on them is just ridiculous. It's so good. You can tell you've really took your time and thought it through. They do look quite grimdarky without looking grimdark, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense even. You know, like without how other people are doing grimdark and they're washing it down and stuff like that. It's come more natural in the paint, how you've painted it. With them being Death Guard as well, I presume they should be more like grim and dark. But yeah, you should be really proud of them. So I've done a little bit more reading up today on my dinner break. just on these Skaven, I should say. And it's crazy. I mean, the lore on them is just ridiculous. They're just all well, they all follow the one god for the Skaven, which is the Great Horned Rat, and he was around in the old Warhammer. And when, spoiler alert, well, it's not spoiler, it's obviously we're on Age of Sigmar now, when old Warhammer, the end times happened and it all ended, the Great Horned Rat ascended to a Chaos God. So you've got like Slanesh and, you know, all the other Chaos Gods, and they look down upon him because obviously he's like a usurper, is that the right word? But he's like the new kid on the block. He is a Chaos God, but they all look down on him and they don't think much of him and stuff like that, and he uses that to his abilities. Yeah, to his best abilities, you know. And all the Skaven supposedly descended from him, I believe. I've got to read a bit more into it, but they all believe that they are descended directly for him, every single one. So from the Rat Ogres to your HQ units, even down to the loneliest little like giant rat that we've got. Where are they? Oh, it's on the other side. But even down to the smallest rat believe that they are the true descendant from him, and you know, they're the best rat and everything. And there's so much like backstabbing and power struggles and stuff like that, even between all the clans. But then all the clans come together for the fighting, and yeah, it was just crazy reading up on some of the stuff that they do. Like they have a council, which is basically like how we have Houses of Parliament, and you have your different political parties. This will be the one and all the time we get proper political here. But yeah, they have, like, each clan has its own representative at this parliament gathering thing, and there is 12 representatives, but there is 13 chairs, and they save one chair empty all the time for the Great Horned Rat, being their god, so that he's always got a chair there, or if you know, so that he's, in their eyes, he's always physically there. And it was just little things like that, and I thought it was really, really, you know, cool little mindset into the lore that they've dug up for these guys. So that's all the bodies off. So it got a lot of cleaning to do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 20. Yeah, so they're all there. Sorry, I'm gonna have to catch up on chat now. I'm rambling on. Well. All like that, to the far right. That's some beautiful singing, Rich. I'm not repeating all that. Oh, he's always got a chair though. Yeah, a chair. Oh, you're mocking how I'm talking now. So is that my thing? Like how Pickles is broken to toad. So mine's gonna be, a chert there. The kills a knuckle crate ding. Your singing goes out. It's a she's antiphil Wendy requested. Good evening, Kev. Happy to see you in the stream, pal. A chur. It's a chur. Oh, God. No, I know they did cause some earthquake or some quake. Skaven did. How they travel, they basically burrow through everything, but they can burrow through basically through reality. And I saw one little clip that I was watching today on my dinner, and basically they burrowed through into the Chaos Realms, and I'm pretty sure it was Nagash. It was something to do with him, and they got through into Nagash's garden. Or that's where they were aiming for, and basically they were aiming to come out at the feet of Nagash while he was sat on his throne. But when they were tunneling through and stuff like that, they're not that precise when they're tunneling. I'm saying that now instead of borrowing. And they actually came up under an ocean, and obviously the ocean flooded then into the tunnels and killed millions and millions of the rats. But then also there was, I can't remember the name of them now, I'll have to look it up for next time. There was another race that was actually hiding in the ocean in the garden of Nagash, and basically so it exposed all them, so then they all got wiped out. So although they can tunnel through virtually everywhere, it's not like a proper warp gate where basically or like how the Stormhorse travel through the bits. Basically you can just take 1, 2, 3 steps and you're through and you're on the other side. These, if they tunnel, you've literally got to travel the full length of the tunnel. So then they've obviously got to take all the supplies with them and everything all the way through this tunnel. So I think I'm going to have to get a knife. I don't know if it'll be, surely it'd be worth it, but obviously because you get the lore in it. But I'm going to have a look at getting a little codex book for the Skaven. I'll have a word with my store manager and see if he can recommend one, or if there's like, are they due an upgrade? I'm not sure. He won't be able to tell me anyway, but so I just catch up again because I keep rambling on with no music, so I'm trying to keep going. We got Mr. Mifos popping in from the Frost and Fists. Sure, all the way in sunny Texas. Good evening or good morning, if it is over there. I'm not sure on the time difference. But I hope you're well, Mifos. And I meant to message you actually the other day, and it completely forgot till I saw your name then. I just wanted to say a really big thank you actually. The shout out that you gave on your show with Freak, and it pushed me finally over the 50 barrier. So, and I watched the show back because obviously it's a late show, and for me it is over here. And I was watching it back and I was seeing all the nice things you guys were saying about some work that you were showing off of mine. and yeah, finally pushed me over that 50 barrier. So I just wanted to say a really big, huge thank you. It was really nice to hear those kind words you were saying about some of the work that I'd done. A chur, that's a posh sneeze. Trust you, Kev, to come here and start lowering the tone, honestly. A lot of nasty little, there's really little mould lines on these. You can only just about see them in a certain light, but obviously if you were if you left them or missed them, as soon as you undercoat, they'd stick out like a sore thumb. I guess she's going near to Shiki's castle. I don't know what you've been watching, Wendy. Good to see you, Spicy Legends, tonight. Pleasure, my brother. No, honestly, it was very humbling. Mr. Lupus Carnis, I hope I said your name right there. Nice to see you, pal. You're lurking in the shadows. Anyone else you haven't seen me? See now. But, nice of you to pop by, pal. Thank you very much. Loads of Spicy Legends popping into the chat tonight. So, yeah, just so you're aware, I don't normally stream on a Tuesday. Mondays isn't my normal slot that I've given myself. 7:30 onwards, or 7:30 British time for me, Foss. But I just wanted to crack on with these for the Pickles on Parade, and you know, Tuesday seems to be a quiet night at the moment, so I thought I might try and get a couple of Tuesdays in, but just to gauge how it goes as well, I suppose. It's just that little bit harder for me streaming on a Tuesday, just with finishing work and then rushing back to get the stream set up. Hence no music. It's playing all Wendy's sea shanty songs last night. Whereas like on a Monday I've got all day to prepare, either hobbying or on the Xbox, but I've got more time to get the stream set up on Streamlabs and bits like that. I only lowered the bar far enough to sit on it like a chair. I will be forced to sing at this rate. Hey, Mr. Carnes, what's that? No, even me Fossy's singing now. Stop the Mephos. Oh, absolutely crazy. Oh, Kev, give over. I'm not singing bloody Barbie Girl. Somebody ban him. The right word, Mr. Kev. Just Kev outing himself. There's something you should be telling us there, Kev. Days. Oh, I do love it. Wendy's going for more the Tom Jones approach. I believe it was Tom Jones that sang that one. I might be wrong, but mould lines on 20 frigging rats. Come on. Well, if I were, there would be the right time of year, but no. That would be spectacular. They're all lapped up in IKEA land. He can flat pack himself away then. Oh, Jesus Christ, Wendy. It would be fabulous, darling. I'll be Rainbow Corner. Oh, there you go. There you go, sweetie. Come on, watch the right of the bodies, that is. Haven't got the arms yet. At least it's only one arm that we've got to put on each rat. Cards, obviously, they have one arm already on for the shield. And the shields we're going to leave off, just so I can get in and get all the fur and get both sides of the shields done properly. I want to make a really good paint job of these ones, just with it being for the Pickle Parade. It's the first actual like competition that I've actually ever entered with my models, so I want to, you know, at least know that I've done my best work with them. So no matter what happens, I know I've you know, put my best work forward. Oh, excuse me, the coffee's repeating on me. Yeah, it's absolutely going off in the chat tonight. Jesus Christ, guys, I can't keep up. Love it. Good job you can take a joke, Kev. Right. Let's get some rats on bases. So literally just... we're just going to... tiny little blob of glue. Tiniest bit, just so I can, it's easy to snap them off at a later date when I come to do the bases, as I was saying earlier. Yeah, like playing bloody checkers. I mean, it was a really good deal, really, for what I paid for the pack. So I need 6 for the giant rats. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 19. I've got one left there for some reason. So why have we got one left? I don't know why. We'll get to that when we get to it. So we need to find the one, actually. Oh God, now I've got to search through them all. I've got to find the clan leader. It's not that one. Could be that one. Yeah, it is. So that's the clan leader. So we'll get this guy done first. Missed a bit on his foot there. That bit. So now we need snips. And the longer pointy bit goes forward. Apparently I would have said it went backwards, but hey ho. And then that bit goes on there. Make sure that's in the middle, which it is not. There we go. And he has a sword. And it's a certain one. That one. Kev coming in the chat causing absolute chaos. Here's Lily Savage as singer. Oh, jeez. Have him, so he's kind of like screaming at someone. That's that one done. Obviously, not putting the shield on it. Can I get away with it? Let's have a look. No, I don't think it's going to cover too much. We'll get that sorted at a later date. Right. Obviously, we'll get them painted up first and then stuck on. You stuck on your geography again, Kev? I've been everything, like you say, everything's north to you. Everything's north to me too. Well, that's just because you're originally from Essex, so isn't it, Wendy? If it's further than Nottingham, it's the north, and if further than Newcastle, it's Scotland. That's geography, pal. See, well, I'm further north than Nottingham, but it's just slightly more north of Manchester, but not as far north as Newcastle. Stick. Nearly had to pinch Mr. Smith's cotton bud trick then. Ah, see, it's still going. Give it a minute. Might have to set off. I can borrow a Blood Bowl team and get down to Warhammer World. Oh yes, are you coming, Mr. Smith? That's the point. Can we have a show of hands in the chat? I know there's a few of you in here. Who's coming to the birthday Blood Bowl at Warhammer World on the 9th of August? For the pickle takeover. I know I'm going. Obviously, Josh and Spud, and I know Wendy's coming, and then, but she has to go back. Look after today's little birthday queen. And she's going to come to just have a bite to eat and say hi to everyone and then head back. Trying to make arrangements. He may lock us in our houses and kibosh it. Well, if everyone starts behaving like they should do, we should be fine by then. And we got a Mr. Disson Snoggoot. Sorry, I'm absolutely murdering everyone's names tonight. Popping in the chat. Good evening, pal. Coming in with a wah. Nice to have you drop by, pal. I hope you're well. It scared me nervous. Oh, here we go. Last one to glue to the base. 20 clan rats. There we go. And oh, the pack leader at the front. I'll just get a drink before we start with all the rest of the bits. Right, so there is a few variants, and doesn't show it on the pack there. There is a banner one. I'm definitely having the banner rat, so I'll have the banner first. Because you have to have a banner, don't you? It's pretty cool. It's all little stitch lines on it and everything. Go. Right, who are we having? There's our little banner. One with a hood, I think. What I'm going to do, I know it's slightly just past the base there, but when I come to base it, that will not make a difference. It'll all make sense when I come to do the basing on the stream. Oh, sorry, I'll whack the camera then. I'll just move these over, just so we've got a to-do pile and a done pile. Right, so I mean, you can have quite a few with spears. So you've got clan rats with rusty spears or with rusty blades. 9 of each. 9 spears and 9 blades, I'm thinking. Yeah. And then obviously you got different there's different sorts of wands. Honestly, there's loads of different. Honestly, the choices are endless. Definitely having that one first. I've got like an orc chopper on that one. I definitely want that one first. Been Skaven with a big orc knife. That one shall go on. Where's that one with a chain? I seen one and he had, there he is. He's got chainmail on his face. He's gonna have a big chopper. I'm off work early for a change. That's a lot of rats. it is. I don't know. Obviously, my camera's not that great, is it? But you get the gist. And then obviously you got the shield that just goes on this arm here. We'll just work our way through, pick out what looks cool and what doesn't, I suppose. I just want to go through some close combat ones first, and then we'll get some little stabby ones with the spears. Shouldn't take too long this now, he says. We said that last night. We only got 3 models done, didn't we? Sure weren't moving. Next up, they all ripped him off his base. Come on. I know they're only putting a little bit on just to hold them temporarily, but that's taking the mick. There we go. So next up. Got one with a little Wolverine fangs coming off him. I'll have that one. It's a mischief of rats, I think you'll find. Actually. So, you actually getting some hobbying done tonight, Wendy, with Josh having his Xbox night, or is he still took over the hobby desks? And I see you finally getting some of your birthday presents done. 3:15 p.m. Just after 3 here. Where is it you're from then? Is it this one? I'm just trying to think where it'd be, like 6 hours from here. It must be over America. I'm not sure whereabouts. I'm just trying to think where it'd be like. I'm really bad with time zones. Obviously, I know like Germany and that are an hour ahead of us. It's only because I lived there for a little while, but most of Europe's only an hour ahead of us. East Coast, USA. Ooh. Club. Central. I may hop on Pickles stream tomorrow in a takeover. Oh, you should definitely do it, Wendy. Don't even tell him. Just do it. Just while he's my eyes are sore from hay fever. Yeah, no, definitely. Well, whilst he's busy streaming away, just casually walk into the desk that he has behind him and just start setting up your models to paint. It'd be so funny. He's like, give it like 10-20 minutes, like, and get into the full swing once he's done his intro and everything. And then just randomly start setting your stuff up on the desk behind him. The Pirate Queen takeover. That'd be awesome. Right. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to do 6 with spears, and then I'm going to have the rest with weapons. Because 7's going to be an odd number, and then, but then we've got an even number with the normal ones. What to do? What to do? We have a piece left over and I'm not sure what it's for. It doesn't show show it anywhere. There's some weird little ring and it's not on anything. Unless it's supposed to like glue onto one of the shields, I'm not sure. The shields on this one. Yeah, but they're not round ones. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Shields are for another day. So, what's the best 3 non... Ooh, there's one with a bell. Oh, damn it. Oh, we're having that one. A little mace. We're having that one, definitely. That's a little club that's also a pickaxe. 2 prongs on it. And then I'm thinking a bell. I'll have one with a bell. I'll find one that looks like a monk and we'll do him up as a little plague monk one. So, which one best looks like? Possibly that one. Try and pick things up and I've already got something in me. Just try it. No, not that one. This one, that one. Only because he's got like a little goblin hood coming off as well. I like that. So a little bit of character to him. I'll have that one. Sorry, I'll just catch up on the chat. Honestly, I'm not used to going off so quick. Doing Texas. It's hot outside today. Texans like our wide open spaces. Oh, Wendy, you're not backing out now, are you? You can't back out now. Now that you've said it, you've got to do that. They're just completely random. And just start painting or even just building in background. Five or 6 hours from me is the sea, the middle of it. I've only just realised when I whacked the camera, when I've looked up at the stream, that super professional. It was off at an angle. Yeah, so then obviously it's like 3 little command ones. So you got bell ringer, the troop leader, and then the flag bearer. That's fine. So we've got 1, 2. So we need another little stabby one. That one. Just because it's all wavy. What time is it? It's only 9:30. So literally, we've got these left to do, and then we're sorted. Actually, while we're at it, let's get all these cut out. I'll just try and save a little bit of time. So we got having that one. So 3, 6, 9. Quick maths. This one. I'm just picking out which ones look cooler. Really cool always wins, doesn't it? This one. And then if I do manage to damage or break any, I can just swap it for another one anyway. This one. I forgot there, 4. Five. Let's try 6. Oop, lost one. Where's that gone? Oh, luckily. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 2 more. Tuesday live streams are cool. To continue these. I mean, I can always do more Tuesday ones, I suppose. But if I was to do the Tuesday ones, I'd probably have to give up the Monday one as well. I'm thinking Tuesday. I mean, just after how you guys have been interacting, even just amongst yourselves, obviously, I've no music tonight because it's playing up. 3, 6, 9. That's all then. Right, so the rest, apart from obviously the shields, but there's still a lot of spears, little bits, all for the kit bash, all for the little bits box. So, I mean, can I get away with? No. Could probably shave some down and have like weapons, like for a little weapon rack and stuff. It won't be too hard to do that because obviously they're on wooden, obviously like wooden handles, but the hands wouldn't be that hard to sculpt away. A little bit of kit bashing. Where were we? Scotland. There's a sort, and I'm lazy. Tuesday night streams are cool. Continue these. Need energy to do a painting, but eaten too much and now the puppy sat on me. So many obstacles. You're not playing on your World of Tanks tonight then, Rich? I'm getting on with building my first ever big mech in Mega Armor. Ooh, can't wait to see what you do there. Make sure to chuck some pictures up in the Discord so we can all have a look. I've been quite late in getting onto the Orc hype train. Always been a beaky boy, but I absolutely love the Orcs that I've done so far. I had an absolute blast with them. And then, I mean, like, even getting on with these Skaven, I'm enjoying just building these up, so I can't wait to get on and paint these. So I mean, it's always something different, isn't it? You're not stuck just doing the same thing. But then obviously, them new Orcs in Age of Sigmar 3.0, they just look so good. For me, I know they're not everybody's taste. There's quite a few people that aren't that keen on them. But I mean, just personally for myself, I think they look more like how an orc would be, not too cartoony like the old orcs. They're more like an orc from like Lord of the Rings, which is how I personally picture how an orc would look like. Bad war needs a good mech to crank out some buggies and trucks and battle wagons for the speed war. Yeah, me too, me Foss. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. I would, but the controller's out of reach, literally can't move without waking him up. Yeah, first world problems, Rich? Poor thing. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, it feels a little bit different doing a stream on a Tuesday. But I'll probably do it for another couple of weeks. Do the Monday and the Tuesday. We'll see how we go. And just gauge it with you guys, and you know, I know there's a lot of other people who stream on certain days and that, but you know, it's like what works out better, you know what I mean? But I am enjoying the Tuesday one. It is a little weird, like I say, because you know, I'm used to just doing the Monday one. Never into orcs either. I preferred Space Marines, Guard, etc. Human looking races that I could vainly identify with. And I was gifted some orcs. I started painting them and I was hooked. Yeah, I mean, what was my... I was doing some Blood Bowl. And I was doing the Snotlings team. but I wanted to do them blue instead of your normal green. So rather than go straight in and paint them blue, I wanted obviously like a test model. So I just got a Gretchen. Sorry, name was escaping me. I got a Gretchen set literally because it was just dirt cheap at my local store, and used one out of that as a test model. And yeah, I loved it. And then obviously I thought I can't just leave the rest of them, and some of them probably wouldn't have looked right blue. So I thought, well, I've got them as a test, and I had the new Git Stomper model. So I thought, well, I'll use the next one as a test to do green skin, and I loved it that much. I ended up painting all the rest of them green, and then doing my Git Stomper. But yeah, kind of hooked onto the Orc train now. That's the only reason I want the AOS 3 is for the Orcs. I'm not that bothered about the Stormcast. Like I was saying last night, I might just sell that side of it on. Because there's no one near me that plays it or wants that half of it to go halves. So I'll probably just end up selling it on. Oh, we'll see how we go. I mean, probably once I've got hold of them and I've had a look at them, I'm like, oh, I want to paint these up as well. I mean, because some of them do look like really nice models. And I do have my Stormcast army, but it's mainly from my Mortal Realms magazine. But I really only got that for the Nighthaunt side, because I wanted the Nighthaunts, obviously. Hell, this is a lot of rats. I've got a lot of painting to do here. And obviously I've got the scenery to do. I'm definitely thinking sewer. I've got to try and find some place that does boards for the scenery. I've looked at a few online, but they're quite expensive, and you know, for what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be covering a lot of it, possibly with clay. So I don't want to be paying too much to then cover it all up, but we'll see what happens. Sorry, it's been a bit of a quiet one. Obviously, music dying on me. But I mean, you guys have actually absolutely smashed it in the chat tonight. It's been absolutely crazy. I've been hardly been able to keep up. Stopping to keep having a read, and it's absolutely great to see you all in here as well, guys. Put a picture in Pickles Discord. Quiet being a barnstormer, mate. Don't know this. No, I meant a bit of a quiet one, as in obviously no music playing and stuff like that. Obviously, you just had me just rambling complete nonsense. But I mean, you guys, like I said, you guys have absolutely smashed it in the chat tonight. There's definitely more of a interaction, I'd say, on Tuesday than there has been on Mondays. But I don't know. Tuesdays definitely might be the way to go. Still lurking. Just a FYI here. Mr. Lupus, our little lurker. There we go. So we've got, in total, 20 clan rats. Then obviously we've got just the shields to go on these guys. I'm going to get them all cut out and painted up before they go on these guys at a later date. We've got big rats. They're going to go on their bases, but I'm going to leave these on the sprue till I've built their bases up, just because with how delicate and fiddly these are. And also we've got little pack masters, so we got those guys done. I'll get some pictures up on the Discord once we've finished. So we've got those guys all done up as well. And then from last night we've got Bombardier, the cool little rats jumping out and one sat on the top, and our 2 rat ogres. So we've got the first one with a gun, and then my absolute favourite one, I think Mr. Smith will agree with that one, and then we've got Mr. Rat Ogre number 2 with little Cedric. We've named him, he's called Cedric. He sat on top clutching onto a little skull, telling him which way to go. But we've got some pictures of these up in Discord last night, so I won't put some more up on them ones, but I'll probably just do a great big group shot actually. But yeah, so that's what we've got done tonight, so we're pretty much done in total there. So just flip it back over to my beautiful face for you guys. But no, thank you very much for dropping in. I know it was short notice. I said it last night on stream, so if you weren't watching, you weren't aware. And then I literally give a 15-minute notice in the Discord that I was going to be going live. But yeah, had an absolute blast in here with you guys. Love every single one of you. You're absolute legends. Keep me going, keeping me trying to bring out new content streaming wise for you guys. I've got some stuff in the pipeline. It's a couple of weeks or even months down the line yet. So it'll just be more of a revamping of the stream. Things like borders and stuff like that. I'm going to have a quick, complete strip down of my OBS and build it from the ground up, personally set for myself. I'm trying to get a couple of intro videos done and stuff like that, and then some transition stuff. So it's all new stuff for me to learn. So yeah, bear with me. We will get there eventually. It will get a bit more professional. But I do like how it's more like more of a connection one-on-one with you guys. How I'm a complete noob and you lot are, you know, you help us in the chat and stuff like that, and the interaction backwards and forth. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's it from me. I'll get some pictures up in the Discord on the Chilling Wargamers once I'm done here, and yeah, I'll see you guys in there. If not, I shall be on Pickles show tomorrow. Please tune in for that. Absolute legend that he is. 8 o'clock tomorrow, the Pickle Jar, and then Thursday there's the Chilling Wargamers. Definitely jump on Elston, Spud and Pickle, all on there. And then Friday we've got the Hobby Corner Kev, or if it's the Rainbow Corner Kev now, we're not too sure. But yeah, he's on Friday doing his normal stream. I believe his is 8 o'clock on a Friday. And that's it for this week, I believe. Yeah, I don't think Josh is doing his Sunday coffee one this week, so there's none there. I'll be back on Monday, and I'll try and do Tuesday again. I'll let you guys know on the Monday if I'm doing the Tuesday as well. We'll just do it for a couple of weeks and gauge the response between the two. But yeah, which works better for you guys as well as me. But I think the Monday, because I can start that little bit earlier, I can go for a bit longer on the stream, so you get more time on, just with stuff going on, you know, with getting ready for work and having to be up early the next day. But I'm just waffling on now. I'm just rambling away. So once again, thank you very much for guys for tuning in, and girls, sorry. Yeah, absolute blast. I love every single one of you. Thank you and goodbye. Bye.